Good day, people. Afternoon, morning, night, whatever it is, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading. My name is Jasmine Cherie. I am an intuitive messenger. I really appreciate your presence. I am honored that you took the time out to watch this video, to listen and be guided by the fairies. And if this is your first time, I ask that you click the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below. You can leave a comment below and say, hey, first timer, or just let me know your feedback, how you feeling about the reading. Also, if you have any if you have any suggestions for topics that you would like to see me cover, please feel free to leave a comment below. Okay, so tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new deck that I absolutely love. The Osho Transformation Tarot. It is so deep. I did a reading for myself the other day. I literally cried. It's the messages are so deep. So we're gonna use it tonight. We're talking about what are you manifesting over the next, and now I'm titling the video, what are you manifesting over the next 30 days? But the energy is really going to be for the next 30 to 45 days, okay? So that's just what I'm feeling intuitively. And what I have here is I have 3 books I'm getting ready to show you, and I want you to pick your pile based on the book. I'm not sure exactly how the book plays into your reading. I already have the cards pulled. I have not looked at them yet, but we'll see if there's some sort of connection. So you can choose based on the title of the book, the color of the book, or just whatever book you feel drawn to the most, right? Of course. So number 1, we have Exceptional You by Victoria Osteen. Number 2, we have The Game of Life and How to Play It, which is an excellent and easy read by Florence Scovel Sheen. Number 3, we have Sex, Spirit, and You by John Roger. So, pick whichever one you feel drawn to the most. Take a deep breath, close your eyes. Ask Spirit which one is for you. And make your choice. 1, 2, or 3. All right. Let's get on with it. If you haven't made a decision or a choice, please pause the video to do so. Let me get the camera together. Okay, so let's move the books out of the way. That's book 2. Okay, now my nails are ridiculous. I will admit that in case you see them. Let me try and talk junk about my nails. I'm going to try not to put them in the camera as much as possible. But it is what it is. I mean, hey. When you're busy, you're busy. All right, so you have your Osho, which is going to be, so you have your Tarot, which is going to be, what are you manifesting over the next 30 to 45 days? Your Osho is going to be what you need to embrace or what energy you need to be in, or just further information about what you need to know about this manifestation. And I have my, where's my book? My book, because I may have to read you a little part of the book. Every card for this deck has a short story to it. So it's not just a explanation of the card, but it's actually a story behind each card. So I may or may not read that story. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. So what are you manifesting? Okay. You got the Devil. You got the 3 of Pentacles. You got the 6 of Pentacles. And you got the Priest. Yep. What is in the group number 1 manifesting over the next 30 to 45 days? First of all, okay, so the first thing that Spirit is saying to me is that you need to listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. Even now, as I'm doing the reading, as I begin to explain and break down the cards, you really need to listen to your gut. any intuitive ideas that occur during this reading, or in the next few hours that linger, you really want to maximize that idea. You really want to start moving the needle on that thing, okay? So if it's reaching out to someone, if it is some sort of new opportunity or business or work or something like that, you need to start to take action, right? Okay, so all right. You got this Three of Pentacles. So there's some sort of support coming in for you, some sort of financial support or some sort of but okay, so I'll just say this because sometimes I just receive little tidbits that definitely does not apply to everyone, but a small group of you, I'm feeling like there's some sort of investment opportunity and something where you're needing some sort of capital, some sort of investment income, or some sort of loan or some sort of credit or something like that. I feel like that is coming in for you, some sort of financial support. So this could be, if you're needing to borrow some money to pay a bill, right? Or if you're needing, like I said, capital or something to start some sort of business or make some sort of investment or something like that. Could be something to deal with real estate, but that I do see financial support coming in. Or just even like some sort of like there's something number ones that is coming in for you where it's really going to shift some things for you because it's okay, so it's information is coming in for you that is going to bring you to new realizations, right? Because you have this devil card here, which I'm feeling multiple things from. But first and foremost is this idea. So the devil card, a lot of times when I read the devil card, it usually shows up in a reading when someone their mind is sort of playing games on them, right? It's the trickery of the mind, right? So your mind is in some sort of bondage. You're believing some things that are not true about yourself or other people, right? Or someone could be in your life who's manipulative or just trying to trick you or fool you, right? So it's that sort of energy. So I am feeling that, but I am feeling that also this information that's coming in is helping to release and untangle that mental bondage for you. And you're stepping out of that mental bondage into your gut space, into your intuition with this priest card here. And so you're going to be able to hear from yourself more clearly. You need to receive that message. You need to put your hands up, say, Spirit, I receive. Right? Because that is going to unlock and shift something completely different and new for you. I literally feel like I'm seeing snow. But I think the reason why I'm seeing snow is because it's like I'm seeing release, I should say. So there's a release of energy. You need to accept it. I feel like even as I'm speaking this, there are some of you who pick number one who may be in resistance to the message at this time again because you're still in this devil energy, and spirit is really wanting you to accept this gift that's coming in because it truly is indeed a gift, okay? But also with the devil card, a lot of you number ones, or you guys are learning new skills because there is a time to utilize trickery for good. You understand? In business, sometimes things have to be embellished, or you have to be able to negotiate and talk to people and persuade people, right? Depending on what type of business or what type of career job you have. So some of you over the next 30 to 45 days are mastering that ability to use that good trickery for business growth, business evolution. right? You have to set yourself up as an expert, right? And this is not about taking advantage of people in a negative way, but it is about positioning yourself as an authority and as an expert in your field. And a lot of times we don't have the confidence to do that, but we actually have the skill set and the intuitive information that we need already inside of us, but there's some sort of fear of, again, trickery holding us back, our own mental chaos and blockage holding us back, and we have to trick our minds literally to step into a position of power and confidence to drive the thing forward. And then as time goes on, we begin to fully embody and fully embrace the new energy. Okay, so initially you may have to use that sort of mental trickery on yourself for your business and your business growth, right? You got the Six of Pentacles here again, mirroring the Three of Pentacles, with this idea that there is some sort of help, there is some sort of blessing, there's some sort of gift coming in for you. Someone is coming in to give you something. This is spirit giving you support. This is your gut giving you intuitive guidance, and this is also another person or entity or business or organization giving you some sort of financial support. There is something here for you to receive at this time over the next 30 to 45 days. A lot of you, it is financial, a lot of, but also for about half of you, it's also a newer level of intuition to where you're able to trust yourself and hear clearly from yourself. You are spirit is blessing you with a release of mental bondage so that you can develop clarity, trust your intuition, and drive your life forward. Number one. What energy do you need to embrace? Authenticity. Authenticity. Who are you at any given stage of your life? If you're falling off of a cliff, if you're walking on water, if you're walking through a fire, who are you? What do you believe? What do you know to be true about yourself? Clarity, intuition. So it's saying they're setting you up for elevation. But who are you to be in that? Who are you going to be in these elevated places? Why? And it's asking you to define, why do you want the elevation? It's asking you to clear it up, because is it based on perception of other people? Like the way other people perceive you? Is it about status? Right? Or is it about truly fulfilling your heart space, your heart's desire? Because they don't want you to no longer bend and fold. They want you to take ownership. And what they want you to do is honestly just be. When you're your authentic self, there's no need to put on a show, so to speak. You just walk around every day in every scenario as yourself. Again, moving from that gut space of intuition. And that makes it easier to act, because I feel like a lot of times we have these guards up, and a lot of times we don't even want to ask. Some of you need to ask. Some of you, Spirit is wanting to give you this, but you're not speaking it. You're not speaking it. First of all, you're not speaking it to Spirit. Second of all, if Spirit is telling you who to reach out to and what to do, but you're not taking that action. Again, could be out of fear. But when you are truly your authentic self, and you know you have a deeper desire, and you know you're going to use this support for good, what is the fear? You can eliminate the fear when you know your intentions are pure, because you're moving from an authentic place, right? Some of you number ones, you are you could be healers. You could be, giving other people messages. You could be stepping into your intuitive power, and you're desiring um a deeper level of intuition. But you desire that deeper level of intuition because you feel that it will make your business better, make your business grow, or you can put on a show. Again, like I just said, there's no need to put on a show when you're your authentic self. You understand? So you don't have to perform these magic tricks, so to speak. Walking on water. I mean, that's a metaphor, but the way that we as intuitives, as healers and psychics and mediums, we all, first of all, everybody has that ability to do that. Some people's intuition is more developed or more open or more active than others, but we all have an ability to even do this, what I'm doing now, reading cards. We all have that ability, so you don't have to it's like take the pressure off and just be. Just be. If your intuition is open, just allow it to be. Whatever that authenticity is for you, just allow it to be. I think I will read a little bit, maybe, and then we'll move on to number 2. Because this went on. Okay, anyway, let's see what I want to read. The real thing is not a path. The real thing is in the authenticity of the seeker. Let me emphasize this. You can travel on any path. Okay, so let me say this. So, hold on, pause. This, what I'm reading now, is sort of the explanation of the card. Then there's the story that follows. I don't think I'm going to read that story because it's a little bit long, but maybe. Okay, so anyway, I'll start over. The real thing is not a path. The real thing is the authenticity of the seeker. Let me emphasize this. You can travel on any path. If you are sincere and authentic, you will reach the goal. Some paths may be hard, some may be easier, some may have greenery on both sides, some may be moving through deserts, some may have beautiful scenery around them, some may not have any scenery around them. That's another thing. But if you are sincere and honest and authentic and true, then each path leads to the goal. So it simply can be reduced to one thing. That authenticity is the path. No matter what path you follow, if you are authentic, every path leads to the goal. You're dealing with pause. Some of you are dealing with right and wrong. You're overthinking. Again, that's that mental bondage. You're overthinking every single opportunity, every single idea that you have. You're overthinking it. Release. Okay, let me continue. Every path leads to the goal. And the opposite is also true. No matter what path you follow, listen, if you are not authentic, you will not reach anywhere. Your authenticity brings you back home, nothing else. All paths are just secondary. The basic thing is to be authentic, to be true. I hope that helped clarify some things for some of you number ones. All right, let me know your feedback, your thoughts, your concerns, your likes, your dislikes, and we are moving on. Woo! Number 2s. Hi, number 2s. Thanks for stopping by. So we have your tarot here. And we have your Osho card pull. So the tarot is going to explain what is happening over the next 30 to 45 days. What are you manifesting? And the Osho is going to sort of describe what energy you need to be in, or just deeper information about what you need to know in regards to what you're manifesting. Okay? Again, I'm going to try not to show my nails so much because they are ridiculous. Oh, shoo, shoo, wah, wah. Be sweat. Somebody got something going on. Okay. You have Ace of Wands, 7 of Wands, Ten of Cups. King of Swords. Let me tell you what I'm feeling. First thing that I'm feeling is that someone needs to shut completely a door where there has been no compromise. There is no solution in the situation. The situation is over with. It is null and void. You've been dealing with someone who is not in touch with their emotions. The communication has not been that of what would be beneficial to either party in the situation. And someone is very stubborn, and there's no more change here. So you've reached that point, you've reached that peak where you must decide what it is that you want, what it is that you're passionate about. And if you're not getting that in your current situation, it is time to shut the door. You've been afraid to do this because you're afraid of what's on the other side. What's on the other side is the thing that you want to manifest, the thing that you're truly trying to call into your life. There's this beautiful love story here with this Ten of Cups. How can you get that if you continue to compromise with someone who's unwilling to compromise? Sort of doesn't really make sense, right? Then you got this Ace of Wands, number twos. By the way, this is totally different energy from number ones. A lot of times with the pick a card readings, the energies will kind of be the same. There'll be a lot of overlap. I feel like this is a totally different story here. With the Ace of Wands, again, it's about this new, fresh beginning of something that you're passionate about. So I'm feeling a lot of love energy here, but this could also be career. So there could be some sort of competition at work or some sort of toxic environment. Somebody, you could be dealing with a boss who's just stubborn and they don't want to be, and they could be in the wrong, right? But you need to trust that there are other opportunities awaiting you. But primarily, more heavily, I'm feeling that this is some sort of relationship energy here. And you got this Ace of Wands, which is telling me that there's already someone in your life who's just as passionate about you as you are about them. And you can have this beautiful, supportive relationship. But you're in resistance because you're still trying to understand what's going on in your current or recently ended situation. And Spirit is saying, we are going to bring you exactly what you desire and what you deserve if you could just do your part and close off these other areas that are no longer serving you. There is no more compromise to be had or to be made in the situation. The person is not going to bring you what you need, because a lot of times people tend to look at things from a logical point of view, right? And sometimes things, you have to use that intuition. You have to tap into your heart space and about how you feel about the situation. It's not always about logic, right? It's not always, this theme has been coming up. I recorded a video, but I deleted it the other day. I am going to re-record it because it's not about right and wrong all the time. It's not about morality, but it is about your heart, your consciousness. I'm gonna explain more, but I'm gonna have to re-record the video. So be on the lookout for that. That topic is actually more about sex and religion than what we're sort of talking about now. But stay tuned if you want to know my thoughts on sex and religion. But anyway, and speaking of sex, with this Ace of Wands card, this could be some sort of fiery, sexual, really connected energy in this new situation if you allow yourself to open up to it. So, Spirit is wanting to bring you a more evolved, more harmonious connection or partnership. And they're wanting that communication and energy to kick off for you over the next 30 to 45 days if you're ready. So they're like, get in position, get on your throne. King, get on your throne. Queen, embrace your feminine energy. Put your crown on, put your tiara on, whatever it is. Like, And that's a metaphor, of course, but what is no longer serving you? Shed that. What mental space do you need to be in to receive this new blessing of love, connection, support, and partnership? Let me see what your Osho says. That which never dies. Now, like I said, this is a new deck, so I haven't seen this card yet. So we're about to find out what it's talking about for you guys. That which never dies. Number 30. 30 could be significant. Well, I mean, the reading in itself is about next 30 to 45 days, but that could be a significant number to you. It could have just rung some bells for some people, I feel like. So take that how it resonates. Check this out. So the book, like I was saying earlier, it has a story to each card, but above the story there's always a little explanation. So I'm gonna read that, and we'll see about reading this because it is kind of long. That which never dies. Oh, oh. Some of you could have recently dealt with some sort of hurt or some sort of grief or something, and that could be some sort of for a small bit of you, some sort of um I guess you know how like when someone in the family passes away and the family is kind of like torn, and so some of you could be dealing with that, and spirit is blessing you with there's going to be some peace. 10 of Cups is happy family, so there's some sort of resolve here in the end. That's for a small video. I just felt that as I'm getting ready to read this passage. It says, remember each moment what you are accumulating. Is it going to be taken away by death? Then it is not worth bothering about. If it is not going to be taken away by death, even blah. If it is not going to be taken away by death, then even life can be sacrificed for it. Because one day or another, life is going to disappear. Before life disappears, use the opportunity to find that which never dies. Right? Do you understand that? What that is saying? Why worry about things that, again, there's, like I was saying, there's this compromising energy that you've been in that you need to release and get on with life. Get on with the passion. Get on with the heart space. Get on with the soul's desires, because that is what will never die. You understand? I'm gonna have to read this to y'all. Okay. A woman's husband died. And you pick up whatever, the whole thing may not be for everybody. Pick up what resonates with you. Remember, I've never read this before, so I'm learning, I'm exploring as you guys are listening. A woman's husband died. She was young, had only one child. She wanted to commit sati. She wanted to jump in the funeral pyre with her husband, but this small child prevented her. She had to live for the small child. But then the small child died. Now, this is sad. Now it was too much. She also went insane, asking people, is there any physician anywhere who can make my child alive again? I was only living for him. Now my whole life is simply dark. We know about simply dark moments, right? It happened that Buddha was coming to town. So people said, you can take your child to Buddha. Tell him that you were living for the child and the child has died. And ask him, you are such a great enlightened person. Call him back to life. Have mercy on me. Sorry. Excuse me. So she went to Buddha. She put the dead body of the child at Buddha's feet, and she said, call him back to life. You know all the secrets of life. You have attained the ultimate peak of existence. Can't you do a small miracle for a poor woman? Buddha said, I will do it, but there is a condition. She said, I will fulfill any condition. Buddha said, the condition is you go around the town and from a house where nobody has ever died, bring a few mustard seeds. The woman could not understand the strategy. She went to one house and they said, a few mustard seeds. We can bring a few bullock carts full of mustard seeds if Buddha can bring your son back to life. But we have seen so many deaths in our family. It was a small village, and she went to every house. Everybody was ready. How many seeds do you want? But the condition was impossible because they all had seen so many deaths in their families. By the evening, she understood that whoever is born is going to die. So, what is the point of getting the child back again? He will die again. It is better for you to it is better for you yourself to seek the eternal, which is never born and never dies. She came back empty-handed. Buddha asked, "Where are the mustard seeds?" She laughed. In the morning she came she in the morning she had come crying. Now she laughed. And she said, "You tricked me. Everybody who is born is going to die. There is no family in the whole world where nobody has died. So I don't want my son to be brought back to life again. What is the point? Forget about the child. Initiate me into the art of meditation so that I can go into the land, the space of immortality where birth and death has never happened. This I call an authentic miracle, cutting the problem from the very roots." The end. If something has died in your life and you're still holding on, you're going about your life wasting time. Get on with it. Get on with your passion. Get on with your heart's desire. Shut that door. We all go through moments. We all go through breakups. We all go through heartbreaks and heartaches. We all have challenging times. But if you allow that to define who you are, your worth, your value, what you can have, and what you can accomplish, if you allow that fear to hold you back from truly going after something else, you're doing yourself a terrible disservice. Yeah? Amen. All right, number twos. Whew, that was deep. Number threes. Number two's reading was so deep. I don't know. All right. So we have your tarot, which is going to explain what you're manifesting over the next 30 to 45 days. And then we have your Osho card, which is going to explain the energy that you need to be in or just additional information that you need to know about what you're manifesting. Let's see what you have. Okay, you got the Six of Cups. Oh, I forgot you was the deck that got 5 cards. Everybody else got 4. And here you come. Getting on my nerves. I'm kidding. Okay, alright. You got the Knight of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Interesting, the manifestation card. And you have, I know it's a black, glare, 6 of Cups. Okay, so I feel that a lot of you have been in your head, the mind space, reflecting on the past, reflecting on what was, what is. Some of you could be missing someone or some sort of part of your life. There's some sort of childhood reflection or memory or behavior pattern that is going on currently. And they are saying that you need to fully embrace the power that you have, this magical, beautiful energy that is surrounding you right now at this time. You just need to grab onto it and lean into it and trust it and allow it to literally just overtake you. You need to really get into a meditative state at this time to receive this blessing. Because they're saying you, number threes. It's crazy how all of these, a lot of times, what I was saying, a lot of times the pick of cards, the energies are very similar. But I feel like these were sort of different this time around with number 1, 2, and 3. They're saying for you, number threes, you can manifest whatever you want. They're saying that manifestation power with this magician card here is so strong around you at this time. But with that, you have to be careful of your mindset, your mind space, your heart space. So I say you need to get into a deep meditative energy and space, so that you can clear your mind of the things that you don't want, because you focus on those, you will manifest that. That is what you will manifest. If you focus on overwhelm, you will manifest more overwhelm. So you got this Nine of Wands here, which is about some sort of project coming to completion, or you're almost at the completion stage of some sort of experience or energy or emotion or activity, whatever the case may be. Take it how it resonates for you. And you are contemplating, what have I done? Have I done enough? Am I not doing enough? What could I do more? How could I have done this differently? There's some sort of messiness, right? And then with the Six of Cups, there's some sort of reflection, which reflection is wonderful, right? But you have to at some point move out of the imagination or the illusion, even sometimes, of the mind, and get on with being committed to your decisions, being committed to your actions, and driving your life forward. You got this Eight of Pentacles and this Knight of Pentacles. Spirit is blessing you with new resources. That is similar to number ones. That part is kind of similar to number ones. But where it differs is I feel as though these, well, I know, because with the Eight of Pentacles, these resources are already within arm's reach for you. They're already surrounding you. You just have not opened your eyes to see, because you're too busy caught up in overanalyzing what you've already done or how something used to be. So you're not actually in the present moment. Again, which is why I said you need to get into a deep meditative space. Meditate about how to stay in the present moment. Develop a healthy morning practice. Let me tell you mine. In the morning now, I get up and I started doing this 7-minute workout called Morning Flow. I cannot remember the guy's name. It's a video on YouTube. Just type it in on YouTube. It's 7-minute morning flow. I'm pretty sure it will come up. This one that I do. And basically, it's this guy who starts off with 100 hops. That's how you know you're watching her. I can't remember his name. But if you watch the video and he start out saying do 100 hops, then that's the right video. So it's this sort of cardio like exercise for the first few minutes. After that, it's really quick. It's only 7 minutes. After you do the cardio part, then you move into a little bit of yoga. The entirety of the video is 7 minutes. This will shift your life. I know, because I've been doing it every day. And I have noticed I am much happier, and my energy lasts way longer than it ever has in the months prior when I was not doing this. Especially for those of you who work 9 to 5, or just you're very busy, you have a lot going on, you're trying to juggle a lot. If you could take 7 minutes in the morning and do this morning flow, it will bring you clarity and energy that you're going to need to manifest this next level of life. Now, these resources are already, that's a resource. Ding, ding, ding. Resource number 1. I just gave it to you. It's free. It's on YouTube. Utilize it. So they're saying there are resources already surrounding you. You're going to become more awakened to these resources as they start to come in. I'm feeling for a lot of you it's going to be towards that 30-day, 45-day mark where you are fully maximizing, embracing, enjoying these resources, where you coming into realization of the resources, because you got this Knight of Pentacles, which can sometimes be a slow energy. The Knight of Pentacles, there's something coming in, some sort of information coming in for you, but it could be, again, now you're the magician, so really it's on you, but there could be some sort of like dripping of information, right? It's just coming in at a bit of a slower pace. So we're looking at towards the end of the 30 to 45 days where you're going to start to really see a lot of this. That is not a reason to tap out or get low or be like, oh man, that, I'm about, don't get into that space, because this is still about elevation. And if that is something that you're desiring at this time, stick with it. Stay the course. Make sure you are, again, protecting your immune system, protecting your mental space, protecting your body, so that all channels are open for you. Your ears are open. Your crown chakra is open. Your throat chakra is open. Your heart space is open. Your gut is open. You're listening to yourself. Your third eye is open so that you can receive this information. Spirit is blessing you. They're showing you a new route. They're showing you a new way. There are resources around you that have been around you. You just haven't saw them. So they're giving you new perspective. But you are the ultimate manifester. So you can literally shift things and manifest things and call things to be into your life. If you get out of the dream space, which is okay to be in at times, like I said, reflection is very necessary. But once you do your reflecting, get on up and take this action. Don't worry about the outcomes. Don't worry about the fact that you tried before and it didn't work out well. That's the space that I feel like a lot of you guys are in. You got to clear that up. Thinking about the past can get you nowhere and nowhere fast. Yeah? Let's see what old shows. No mind. Again, you need to get in a deep meditative state. Over the next 30 to 45 days, you need to strengthen your meditative practice. No mind. Let me read it. Let me read it for you. Oh, is my roommate home? That probably like, if she don't shut up. So like I was saying with the book, there's a short story that goes with each card, and then there is I should have read number twos because I feel like I'm going to read this whole thing for y'all. And I read the whole thing for number ones. I didn't read the whole thing for number ones. But anyway, there's a short story, but before that, there's another little mini story. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and then we'll wrap up. The ultimate and the inexpressible. The state of no mind is the state of the divine. God is not a thought, but the experience of thoughtlessness. It is not a content in the mind. It is the explosion when the mind is contentless. It is not an object that you can see. It is the very capacity to see. Come on now. It is not the seen, but the seer. It is not the clouds that gather in the sky, but the sky when there are no clouds. It is that empty sky. When the consciousness is not going out to any object, when there is nothing to see, nothing to think, just emptiness all around, then one falls upon oneself. There is nowhere to go. One relaxes into one's source, and that source is God. No mind is the way to God. God, now this is me talking. God is the divine. God is all things. You understand? Your inner being is nothing but the inner sky. The sky is empty, but the empty sky that holds all, the whole existence, the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, the planets. It is the empty sky that gives space to all that is. It is the empty sky. You understand that? Do y'all see what they're saying? It is the empty sky that is the background of all that exists. Things come and go, and the sky remains the same. In exactly the same way, you have an inner sky. It is also empty. Clouds come and go, planets are born and disappear, stars arise and die, and the inner sky remains the same, untouched, untarnished, unscarred. We call that inner sky the sky section, the witness, and that is the whole goal of meditation. Go in, enjoy the inner sky. Go in, enjoy the inner sky. Remember, whatsoever you can see, you are not it. You can see thoughts, then you are not thoughts. You can see feelings, then you are not feelings. You can see dreams, desires, memories, imaginations. Come on, imaginative space. Projections, then you are not them. Go on eliminating all that you see. Then one day, the tremendous moment arrives, the most significant moment of one's life, when there is nothing left to be rejected. All the seeing has disappeared, and only the seer is there. That seer is the empty sky. To know it is to be fearless, and to know it is to be full of love. To know it is to be God, it is to be immortal. There is no way of contaminating the sky, of making impressions on it, marks on it. We draw lines on water, but no sooner are the lines made than they disappear. Yet if lines are made on the stone, they last for thousands of years. Lines cannot be drawn in the sky, so there is no question of their disappearing. Please understand this difference. Lines cannot be drawn in the sky. I may move my finger across the sky. The finger passes, but the line is not drawn, and the question of the disappearance of the line simply does not arise. The day a person goes beyond the mind, when the consciousness transcends the mind, he experiences that, like the sky. So far, no marks or lines have ever been drawn on the soul. It is eternally pure, eternally enlightened, and no pollution has ever happened to it. They're saying free your mind. Get into that divine state of being where you truly understand that you possess, when you go inward to that empty space, which is what meditation is, you realize that you possess all there is to possess already. Because the mind is full of conscious and subconscious thoughts. Your subconscious feeds your conscious, and your conscious drives your everyday actions and behaviors. So if in your subconscious mind there are limiting beliefs, thoughts, old childhood wounds, past traumas, yesterday's failures, if that is your subconscious feeding your conscious, then that is what is driving your life today. So there needs to be a clearing of that through meditation. Meditation teaches you to release the thoughts that are not serving you. So when you meditate, it is not about not thinking anything, rather becoming aware of what you are thinking and releasing those that are not serving you. So when the thought comes up, you're meditating, I own a blue shirt today. Release that thought, right? That's just a simple example, right? So you're literally allowing the thoughts to pass you by, so you're creating a clear channel, right? And that takes practice. That's why I say you need to do this daily. You need to develop some sort of daily ritual or activity around clearing your space and your energy, right? Because you have to make space for the things that you want to manifest. So I know that card was a little deep. That entire deck is so deep. Like I said the other day, I did a reading for myself. I literally cried. It was so deep. And actually, the No Mind card came up for me as well during that reading. So process it, digest it, take parts that resonate, take parts that make sense to you, and come on, number threes, because you guys, you are powerful, but I feel like you have been in denial of your power, overthinking, overcalculating too much in your head space. And sometimes they're saying you just don't even need to think at all. Relax the mind. Literally. Meditation, yoga, those are my recommendations for you. Morning flow, 7 minutes. That is another recommendation for you. Until next time, I appreciate you stopping by and kicking it with me for a little minute. I will see you next pick a card video. Bye bye.